you guys doing?
Good. How are you,
What's
man?
good, baby?
Good, man. Just got back out here in California, back in the sun. So,
Yeah,
it's nice out here.
Dude, when do you get back? So,
Hey.
are you done with Bananaballer or what?
Yeah, I'm done for 2 months until, I'll go back January 11th. So, done for the
You
off
found out
season.
if you got franchised yet, Nick?
I'm about to find out, and, I already found out, so I did get franchised, but they're going to announce it on Instagram, probably in an hour or something. So,
Hell yeah.
Hey, come on, franchise.
excited. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So
what team are you playing with then?
The Texas Tailgaters.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, dude,
we might be
there's
teammates.
gonna be 6 teams next year.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
That belongs
awesome.
to Texas for sure.
Yeah. I think I fit the vibe pretty well. So it's a great team. We have a pretty good returning lineup coming back. So excited for that.
That's awesome, Lopez, dude. I'm
Hell
happy
yeah.
for you, dude. That's awesome. All right, well, here we go. Episode 1 of the recruiting rundown. Welcome Nick Lopez. He's with the Texas Tailgaters. So we're gonna kind of dive into his little story here. So Nick, kind of bring us all the way back to high school, man. Kind of what were you? Kind of high end recruit, low end? Kind of walk us through it, man.
I didn't have any high school offers or college offers out of high school, so I was kind of just a guy that got the job done. I was, on the field, making plays, getting on base, but never stood out in any way. I was a two-way, so I pitched and hit. And I was at Century High School my first 2 years, where I kind of was one of the better players, and the competition wasn't as good as where I ended up going, but I got a scholarship to go to J. Sarah after that, which was a very high-end school. And there was a bunch of guys that were committed to colleges. And to me, I was like, oh my gosh, these guys are all going to be MLB players. I didn't understand that level of competition yet. And I found myself moving from shortstop to right field because Royce Lewis, who was the first overall pick in 2017, was our shortstop. So respectfully, I had to change positions. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then after that, I just kept pitching, kept hitting, and I took a gap year, and that's where everything changed for me after I decided to do that. Even though people told me I shouldn't do that, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
What made you kind of decide to take that gap year? Did you have a sit down moment with your parents, or was it kind of just you saw it coming, or what was that like?
I had a sit down moment, and I didn't want to go play JUCO, honestly. My brother was in JUCO. He was at Cypress, and Cypress was telling me to come play for them. Coach Pickler and my brother's dude, they have a bunch of D1 bounce backs that are coming back. They're just baiting. You're not going to play. And I was like, I don't want to deal with all that. I know what I need to do to get better. And I'm just going to stay here at home, work a little bit, and then get bigger and stronger. And I did that. And I also got the opportunity to become a mentor at my old school that I went to at Century. So I was working with kids that didn't speak English, that had really bad grades, and my Spanish isn't that great. So it was kind of funny language barrier moment there, but we both learned how to communicate with each other. But I got to understand where some kids that struggle with not just school, but stuff at home, and kind of figure out how to get their life together. So that's kind of how I figured out just being a better person. It made me take a step back, and it was pretty cool to be able to do that.
Yeah, kind of realize who you were outside of baseball,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then, so Nick, in that gap year, we played together during that COVID year. I think you might have been at Santa Ana or had just came back from UIC. Tell me how you got from that gap year to UIC. Am I right there? How did that happen?
Yeah. So when I was actually, after my senior year, I was playing with the SoCal Renegades, and we were playing at IBC. So at this point, I decided I was gonna do a gap year, and then UIC came around, and they were like, "Hey, we're interested. Are you wanting to come play in the 2018 year? I'm like, yeah, I'll go wherever. In Chicago, I was like, damn, I always wanted to go to Chicago. It's kind of sick. And so I was like, yeah. And so on the phone, they were like, okay, we're going to get things rolling. I'm so excited. And then a week later, the coach calls me and he's like, hey, man, sorry, our head coach decided to go with a JUCO guy. So we don't have any more room for the 2018 year. And that's when I was like, you know what, I'm going forward with this gap year. Like, this is what I need to do. And then he told me, he's like, hey, we got room in the 2019 year if you're still interested. And I was like, yeah, like I'll come in 2019 if you guys are cool with me taking a gap year. Like, this is my plan, and I'll be ready to go in 2020. And he's like, yeah, perfect. So then I went through that gap year, and then I played with you on it was like the Inland Empire Pirates.
Yeah, something like that.
So like during that time, I was actually like, it was during the COVID. So I was like deciding on whether I was going to go back to UIC or Santa Ana. And I talked to a few people, and like they're like, hey man, if you want to take a chance on yourself and go somewhere where you belong, go to JUCO. So that, because obviously the transfer portal wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I made so many good friends at UIC. It was like the first time I was in college, got the freshman experience. I was like bummed. I'm like, I love these dudes. Like, there's no place like I'd rather be than here. And then I just decided, I was like, I got to do it for my career. Like, this is like something I'll regret not doing if I don't do it. So I really just like decided to do it on my own. Like, it really comes down to whether you want to do it or not. Like, your parents can tell you, or the coaches call you, your friends can tell you, but like, it comes down to what you want to do.
Yeah.
And that's really what matters in the end, because you'll be the one sleeping at night thinking about that. Like, dang, like I should have just done it. I knew I should have just done it. I shouldn't have listened to these people, but that's the decision I had to make. And it was the best decision I did. And I would have regretted it if I didn't do it. So I'm happy I did.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, you kind of went to, and then after that, you went JUCO and then USC to Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
I mean, then two kind of big schools. So kind of transition into that. Tell us how that went.
Yeah, so as soon as I got to Santa Ana, obviously every guy wants to be committed. So I was like talking to our head coach. I'm talking to everybody I know. I'm like, hey, what do I need to do to get here? What do I need to do to get here? So for me personally, if I create like a vision, like if I have a plan on how to get there, I'm going to do it. So when I decided I want to go to USC, like I was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. So I was like so focused on getting into the school. I was like, okay, I need good grades. I need to hit well. I need to play the field. I need to stand out. So I did everything I could to be able to get that call and get connected with the right people as well. Yeah. And I had some buddies that were at USC and UCLA. So I was just kind of like, bouncing around, talking to people. But yeah, I ended up going to USC on a walk-on scholarship. So I was, or not even a scholarship, I guess. I don't know why I said that. But like, it was pure like financial. Like, I got in because of purely school. And like in high school, I didn't have good grades. So it was crazy that I even got in. So I was able to get in because I'm like, I will just go. I want to walk on or whatever it is. I'm going to go and get into USC and play and be a dog. And I had other offers. And I was like, USC is my dream school because I know after I graduate, this is going to be the most helpful in the long run. So I was willing to take that chance of being a preferred walk-on. And so then I went, played. The next year I got a scholarship. And yeah, that's kind of like how I went from Santa Ana to USC, and it kind of worked out. I played decently. And then I hit the grad transfer portal after that.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna say, like, when I was seeing your videos and stuff, dude, I was like, dang, this dude's nasty, dude. And then, dude, when Nick got to Kentucky, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, dude, this dude's fire. Like, dude, he's such a chiller. And then, so we get to season rolls around, right? This man starts growing his mustache and starts coloring it during the season, and I'm like, what are we doing? But hey, everyone took to it And dude, we were winning. We got to Omaha. I mean, partially because of that stash over there, man. Like,
No.
yes, come on, dude. So like when,
Oh, man.
but
When did the stash like become like your thing? Was it just at Kentucky, or were you rocking in like JUCO? Because I know JUCO gets real weird with some stashes. A lot of haircuts
honestly,
happen.
I didn't have any stash during JUCO. It was crazy. So my freshman year, I went in with I tried to grow a beard, and it was disgusting. Like, I will never try to grow a beard ever again. And then I shaved the sides, and I was like, well, I wonder what I look like with a mustache. And I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool. So I just let the mustache grow, and then I think it was like right before season. Do you guys remember Foul Pool Sports?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So they posted like something of like the best / funniest mustaches in the league or whatever, and mine was on there, and it was just like this thick, like no curl, nothing, and they called it the malted milk.
Oh, no.
So that's where like it first started. And after that, I was like, I don't want to be known as the malted milk ton. So I shaved it, and I'm like, I'm never growing that thing back. And then I just randomly just had like thought, and I was like, I'm gonna grow it again. And then I shaved it, and then my last year at Kentucky, I was like, I'm just gonna change everything up. I'm gonna grow a mustache. I'm gonna try the craziest things. I'm not gonna hold back and regret anything. I'm gonna like start vlogging. I start a podcast. I was like, it was just like a crazy step because like I didn't know how anybody would take it. Like just some random 5th-year senior showing up doing podcasts and like holding his camera up everywhere. Like, this guy sucks. So I'm like, I was like, I will not regret doing anything I do this next year. And then I just decided to do the stash, and that's when it kind of just stood out. And that was also another thing. Like, if I could grow a cool mustache, maybe the scouts would be like, dang, like that guy can ball. It didn't work out.
I was a scout, and I saw a man rocking that mustache. I'm like, he has to be good, or he's getting made fun of.
Yeah.
Like, if you're wearing that good of a stash, you gotta just kill it.
Yeah, and then I was like, I'm gonna do a blue on top of that, so I have to be playing good, or else they're just gonna be like, this guy belongs in a
I
straight.
mean, come on,
Yeah.
man. You had the first like what RBI in the College World Series for Kentucky, so I feel like you kind of rocked it with that.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. That was a moment I'll never forget. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was probably yeah. So
you were a dog too, bro. Bobby Spins. You guys know his nickname, Bobby Spins?
Yeah, Bobby Spins. We know Bobby Spins.
Oh, crickets.
To tell you, Nick, a little bit about like kind of, I actually played with Hogan in JUCO, so I knew
nice.
I knew Hoagie before he was Bobby Spins. He was just kind of Hoagie or Bobby, and then it kind of like I saw like a tweet or something like Kentucky posted. It was like Bobby Spins. It's like, who the hell is Bobby Spins? Because I don't know if you know this, Hogan didn't spin the ball. Like, he was straight four seam, and then he'd throw a slider every once in a while. But he didn't spin it at all. No sink or slide, really.
That's all he did
four
at
seams.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
I know.
Spin. nothing was straight. It was just spin. Right, left, down, up.
It was actually crazy. Like when we say spin, like it was, I didn't have anything that was just straight. Like, it was everything moved in a direction, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that was just because I was a supinator, so like I couldn't really straighten the ball. Like, genuinely, like it's always gonna either cut or like sink.
So the coaches were just working against you. They had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, he threw 98 when he was throwing a four seam.
98?
97, 90, like, don't, it was not 8. I
You were
never
throwing
hit 8.
86, bro. Where did that thing go?
What? What did you just say?
You were throwing 86 at Kentucky, bro.
Bro, that was my slider, bro. Don't even. I was throwing my slider harder than my fastball some days.
Yeah, you were, honest. You were throwing, I swear, guys, he was throwing like a slider at 91.
No, he was.
And then a fastball would be like, I don't know what he's throwing, because I'm like, it says 91 again. And I'm like, I swear that ball just moved 20 inches to the left.
So, like, this is when, and I think maybe it was my, like, welcome to college moment, right? So, I went in, we had our PBR, or JUCO, like, PBR day, right? And I I'm from a small town in Iowa. I was like the hardest thrower by far, like around. And then I get to Nyack, I hit 91 at this, and then you go back into the tunnel at the Velp, and there's Hogan just slamming bangs, and just like not to out Hogan here, but the dude was like audibly barking.
Yeah.
Like he was going crazy.
Yeah.
Comes out, rips 97, and we're all going crazy. And
Yeah, but
then
then
I'm
went
like,
down
okay,
from there.
I guess
When, like, it
91.
went, and then it was like 96, 94, 95,
Yeah.
94, 94, 95. I'm like, all right, so I can't get back up there. That's great. Like, it was like,
sucks
it
to
was,
throw 94, I guess.
yeah.
Well, then for like the rest of the time, we're like, oh, now Hoagie, what's next? Like 100 or what? And then he's like, well, I want to throw my slider at 90. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to get my fastballs to sit there, like relax.
Throw a slider at 90, bro.
Yeah, and then we go indoors. We go indoors, and like,
Oh,
I started like really feeling my slider because they were like, dude, you just got to start getting this slider down because all you have is a fastball. All you do is throw hard. And I was like,
Yeah.
yep. They're like, so we need to figure something out. Started figuring out the slider, man. Really started figuring that thing out because they're like, dude, just try like a little spike grip, like, and just like, I was like, okay.
Let it.
And just let it rip. And then I was like indoors and I was throwing it at like 88 to 90. And I was like, and like literally no one was hitting it. Like Gross, like Tommy Gross was like, what is that? That's like not even like, I don't know, that's not fair. He's like, it's as hard as your fastball. So like,
Nick, did you have a welcome to college moment or anything like that?
Huh?
Did you have a welcome to college moment at all?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My freshman year, we opened up at Auburn, and then the next weekend we were at Vanderbilt and faced Kumar Rocker. So I had just went 2 for 4 at Auburn. It's feeling good. I'm like, yeah, this guy's SEC is nothing. I did tear my UCL, so I just got the PRP injection, and I'm always saying this so it doesn't make me look as bad. And I couldn't like straighten out my elbow, and I didn't think I was
get
gonna
full
play.
extension.
I couldn't get full extension. I didn't think I was gonna play, and I get to Vanderbilt, and my head coach was like, "Hey, how's your elbow feeling?" And I'm like, "Obviously, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's good." I'm like, yeah, it feels good. And he's like, all right, you're hitting third against Kumar Rocker tomorrow, and I'm like, oh shoot. So I've been seeing all these videos of Kumar. I think Mike at UCLA had just faced Kumar, and he's swinging at balls in the dirt. And I'm like, what the heck is he doing? Like, this guy can't be that good. And there is a video I got put on Pitching Ninja. It's like somebody, I think they commented like Sword of the Year or something. Like he spiked a slider on the plate, and I swung at it, and that was my welcome to college. I'm like, damn, it was great.
that's
It was
awesome.
great.
Eli, what was yours?
My first inter squad at UCLA. I walk out there like thinking I'm gonna do good. I had the sombrero.
Oh,
Yeah. 0 for 4, 4
Oh
punch.
man,
Yeah, it hurt. It stung.
that's tough.
Yeah, that's
I guess
Wait,
my-
4 punchies?
Yeah, 4 punch.
Jeez, smoked.
I guess mine would be like in game. We went to Iowa Western, and if you guys don't know, like Iowa Western is a bunch of just like dogs.
Yeah.
And we're there for a 4-game set. And I come in relief, and it was like early season, and I was feeling good at this point. And there was, I think it was a Kentucky bounce back, honestly. And this guy, I had him 0-2. I go up and in fastball because I had some vert, and it was like 88 because they had a gun right behind it. You know, most JUCO fields didn't have a gun, but they always traveled with theirs. But it was actually at their place, so they still had it. I go 88 up and in on the hands. He just turns on that and puts it into the right field. I'm like, all right, I guess 88's not cool anymore. And that sucked.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, hey, Lopi, I got a question for you.
Let me just try to.
You're good. I got a question. So, like, after college got done, like, you went to the Texas Tailgaters, right? What was your kind of plan? Were you trying to get a free agent, or were you trying to go Bananaballer? What was your thought there?
Yeah, honestly, I was not even thinking anything Bananaballer. I wasn't even like thinking that was like an option for me. And the way that I see Bananaball now, like I honestly had no like opinion. Like I was very non-biased about it. Like I had no idea about anything. It was crazy. But the funny thing was, like, now that I'm in it, a lot of the guys told me, they're like, "Hey, dude, like I remember like when you had that blue mustache, we were all watching in the locker room." And I thought that was kind of funny because then it was like a full circle moment.
Mm-hmm.
We were watching the College World Series this past year. Anyways, so I was like hoping to get a free agent deal or get signed at some capacity.
I mean, you had the numbers in the year for it, I thought.
Yeah, I thought I did too, and apparently they didn't think so, but it is what it is now. I'm kind of over it. But I was watching every single, like every pick, and I would look up every guy. I'm like, what are his stats? All right, mine are better than his. Mine are better than his. What, this guy's getting $180? I'm next for sure. I'm getting called next. There's no way. So I would just like watch that and didn't get drafted. I was honestly thinking about hanging him up. I was like, you know what? I guess like this isn't a bad way to end your baseball career. And like I went to the College World Series, played at Kentucky, great year. So I was thinking about hanging him up, and I didn't want to play indie ball. And I have my own business, as Hoagie knows, Leisure House. So I was thinking about diving full business, just being a full business guy, going all the way on that. And then randomly, like people just kept coming up to me, and they're like, "Hey, man, like, you ever heard of Bananaball?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You should go play it." And like in my head, I'm like, do they not think I'm good enough to play in the big leagues with Shohei Ohtani? And I was just like, oh, yeah, like for sure. That would be sick. They're like, yeah, you could dye your mustache blue. It'd be so cool. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And so, like, I just kept hearing it over and over again. And then I went to 108 Performance in Tennessee to train. And I was actually going to go play for the Lexington Legends. And I was like talking to the coach. Everything was about to get finalized. And I met, do you know who Cole Cottom is? He played at Kentucky. He's like way before us, but he played at Kentucky.
He sounds familiar. Yeah.
And so he's like a legend there. And he played with the Red Sox for a while, and he was with the Legends.
Oh, catcher?
And the past...
Catcher?
Yes.
Okay.
The past, like, 2 seasons with the Legend, he had, like, 60 homers, hit, like, 380 like a dog, didn't get picked up, and he just retired, actually. And so, like, when I saw that, he was talking to me about, like, how he was thinking about retiring. I'm like, how do you retire, like, hitting 60 bombs and all that? And I'm like, if he does that and he doesn't get picked up, I'm not going to hit 60 homers in 2 years. Like, I got no shot. So then I was just like, oh, man, like, I don't think this is going to work out. Then the head coach for the Legends, he got, I think, either fired or retired. I don't know which one. But he, like, was non-existent. So I'm like, all right, there's my sign right there. So then I reached out to Jackson Olsen on the Savannah Bananas. He had just posted something about his story about going from, like, Sacred Heart, Stetson to Bananaball and all the social media stuff. And so I, like, sent him a DM. I'm like, hey, man, like, this is awesome. Like, love to read it or hearing your story. Do you have any more information about Bananaball? And I kind of sent it. I didn't think he was going to respond. Dude has, like, 1 million followers. Like, there's no way he's going to respond and see it. 20 minutes later, this dude responds, and I'm like, and I have it, like, right here. And I'm like, oh, dang, like, he actually, like, responded. And he sent me the Banana Scouts info and the tryout dates. So I followed the Banana Scout, Barry, and I went to the tryout. Yeah, Barry, his dog. Went to the tryout at Cypress last year, and I didn't know, like, what to expect. This year guys were wearing, like, costumes and stuff. Like, I literally just wore, like, my Kentucky shirt. My Kentucky shirt, bro. Like, what was I thinking? Regular baseball pants and, like, dyed my mustache yellow, not blue. So it looked really bad. It looked really bad. The yellow looked neon green.
We need a picture of that.
Yeah.
I need a picture.
I hope I still have a picture. I have to go look and see, but I probably was like, damn, this is so bad. I don't even know why I did this. So I had the yellow mustache, and the first thing they tell me, they're like, where's the blue mustache? And I'm like, are you kidding me? I thought I was doing the right thing, doing it yellow. And I was like, I just feel like an idiot right now. But I went to the tryout. We didn't have any dudes there. We didn't have enough to play an inter-squad game. It was a really bad show out. Yeah. So all we did was like, I'm sure you did this, Eli, but like all like the warm-up stuff, infield, outfield, BP, and then we did pitcher hitter. So we literally did like, there's just a pitcher and there's a hitter and a catcher. That's it. So like, I hit really well during BP. I don't know what if my trick plays were good. Like I've never done trick play, but I'm not gonna lie. The first thing that I showed, they were doing catcher throwdowns, and I hadn't touched the baseball in like 2 months in the infield. Cosgrove, the catcher for the Party Animals, he was there, who won Rookie of the Year. He was the first guy. He threw it down, and I literally just went like behind the back hit. And I've never done that in my life. Like, I'm not saying like this is something I do. And I pick it and I tag, and I was the first guy. And I just throw it in like I do that all the time. And they're like, bro, that was insane. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, I feel like I've done that a million times. Like, I literally have not done it since. Like, I showed that, and I think that, like, really, like, made me stand out because no one else did it. I was like, hell yeah, I can do that.
Easy.
So it was hilarious. And there was one dude that I, like, actually kind of knew. And I'm like, dude, I have no idea how I did that. I'm not kidding. I'm not doing it again. So then we went into the pitcher hitter, and I was raking. I hit like a homer, double. I went 4-4. And I was just like, I mean, some of the dudes weren't that good. Like there was like actually only 3 guys made it. So I should tell you how the competition was there. But yeah, I was like, I don't know how good I did. I don't know if I did the right things, but I talked to everybody. I was super nice with everybody, talked to the right people. And a month later, got the call, and I was super happy. And it was a lot different last year than it is this year. Like this year, they give you the call and say, hey, you're in the draft, or they call you and you're a franchise player. So
shout out to Nicky Lopez for hopping on a podcast. See you guys next week.